YouTube. Our friends at Liquid Moly sent us throttle valve cleaner. So we're going to try this, and I'm going to explain what I'm hoping to get out of it. The goal with the throttle cleaner is to clean the throttle body. And this is meant as preventative maintenance to just prevent the buildup of gunk on the throttle body and in the intake manifold. So first step is take out the air intake and lift up the air filter box. You know what? I should have done this with a cool engine. This thing is hot. Now the main trick when you're doing all this is comes with a special spray nozzle that has a little spray tip that schmutzes out the throttle cleaner. And the goal is to run this past the MAF sensor so it doesn't spray on this, which is in the middle of this intake port. So what I want to do is actually try something a little unique. So I've installed it, my camera's there, and you can see that spray tip is right next to just ahead of it. Now, we want to actually put the MAF sensor back approximate position. So we're applying the gas, keeping it at 2,000 RPM, and then slowly spraying in . Okay, so after using about half of the can, had a couple of times where it stopped, I've put the throttle body back, the MAF sensor with its elbow, everything's closed up, and now I'm going to take it for a spin, let that work its way throughout the whole system. I wanted to show you a little closer look at what this spray nozzle does with the throttle bottle cleaner. This is the colonoscopy camera pushed down past the mass airflow sensor, and that shows you there's this turn that it makes where the port turns into the throttle body. There's 3 sections of this plastic piece that pushes air through. This is my first time. I didn't know what I was doing. I just put the camera down in there on the side, and then I ran the nozzle from the spray can. In this case, the nozzle's just laying down on the bottom. This isn't optimal. As you can see, the spray nozzle shoots out 4 jets. Based on what I've learned, it's better to have this spray tip kind of aiming right at the center of the butterfly valve, that center support that pivots the butterfly. You want that brass spray to be right in the middle. In this picture, you could see that's the port that you'd want to run it through the center of that port so that it aligns in the middle of the butterfly valve. And that way it'll spray all the jets out in a circular fashion to clean the butterfly valve as much as possible. All right, well, anyway, this liquid is going through, getting sucked in while the engine is running. Is it cleaning everything? Absolutely not. You can see the grime that's on the edges of the throttle body is still there. It needs to be cleaned a lot better. So over the course of about 10 minutes, I ran the engine at about 2,000 RPM. I had an assistant, my son, pressing on the gas. He was keeping it around 1,500 to 2,000, but not doing as good as possible. I'd recommend get some type of a broomstick, something, wedge that against the seat and the gas pedal, get it to a solid 2,000 RPM, and then start spraying this stuff in there. When you see the engine rev up, you let go, stop the spray, let it return to normal, to 2,000. So you want to give it these blasts that allow it to bring this formula into the throttle body and the entire intake manifold. The first time starting up, it struggled a little bit, but now it's up and running. Idling is normal. And I got a check engine light, which is okay. That's probably because of the MAF sensor. I can clear it, but I'm going to leave it alone and let it clear by itself over the next couple of days. So some of you may be wondering, why am I doing this? If the car's running fine, just leave it alone. Well, the intake, the throttle body, the intake manifold itself, those things get gunked up over a long term. Mine wasn't too dirty, but I think you could see in the video there was a little bit of buildup. For a few bucks of maintenance, you spray that in there, that works out all the stuff that's in the intake, the throttle body, burns it up. A lot of people think that port injected engines like this are impervious to carbon buildup, but that's not the case. They do get some buildup, not as bad as the modern direct injected engines. Those are a bit of a nightmare. The videos that you see about this, the liquid moly spray, show some people trying to use it to really reduce buildup that's amassed over 30 to 60,000 miles or more, and that just isn't, I don't think that's reasonable. There's plenty of videos out there that show the amount of buildup that they have, and it's, you know, around the valve stems, and it's significant buildup, which requires a lot of cleaning with, you know, wire brushes and solvents or walnut shell cleaning. That's a big project. I think that this spray, or if you use CRC or CNC or any other type of sprays that you inject into the throttle body, those are meant for light buildup, something that you'd get around 5,000 or 10,000 miles with direct injection or 30 to 40,000 mile with port injection. It's meant to be something that's done on the long term. Every, let's say, I don't know, every year, every 10,000 miles, maybe every 20,000. So the car's running fine. It's not exhibiting any weird issues. There's no knock, no misfires, and the check engine light's there, but that's okay. I think that's just based on the amount of air that was sampled by the mass airflow sensor. One of the future things I'd like to do with this engine is to put a catch can. So if you found another way to help maintain the throttle body on your M113 or other cars, please leave it in a comment below. Tell me what you think of this video. If you think I'm out of my mind and just wasted some money, please tell me in the comments. If you think this is really good and learned something, please give it a thumbs up, share the video. I really need you guys to subscribe. There's a lot of you that are watching these videos and are not subscribed. If you could, it would really help me out. There's so many more videos that I want to bring out, and some vendors that want to send me some equipment and some parts to try out, but they need the numbers to jump out before they do that. I could really use your help. If there's something that you have a question about, let me know. Leave a comment, ask your questions. I'd love to answer them, help you out. And I don't know all the answers to this. Listen, I'm not a professional mechanic by any means. I'm just one guy on a lone crusade to prevent having to go to the car dealership and do all this maintenance and keep this daily driver working as long as possible. That's my goal. Well, there we go. One day later, went for a long drive for work. Check engine light went off all by itself. I just want to provide this further update. After last night's throttle body cleaning, the car significantly accelerates faster. It's much more responsive, less lag when stomping on the accelerator. It was fast before, but now just far more pickup. Everything's smooth, and even a bump up in mileage a little bit. With spirited driving, I was getting 22 miles per gallon. So all in, I think that cleaning definitely did some good work there on the engine. I hope this video helps. Please like, subscribe. We'll get you some more content soon.